a shot if you have a BBL.
You got a BBL?
BBL? I feel like you gotta take a shot.
Okay.
Real Black neighborhoods, so real Black families could have that opportunity just like everybody else.
I mean, he actually caught HIV, like having like a lot of women.
Oh yeah, let's just go down the rabbit hole of all of his sins.
I'm just saying.
You want to know what's wild about that though? He faced that head up.
He did.
He didn't stop. And he didn't stop doing what he's done.
He an advocate. Now he did that. And
period. Listen to me. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable? G?
Come on.
In the game.
Man.
Because I could tell you 20 right now that I could rattle off names.
Okay, y'all remember when Young Miami and Diddy were everywhere together? Holding hands, going on vacations, showing off gifts? Like they weren't just dating. They were in each other's faces 24/7. But now, Young Miami just flipped the entire script. Out of nowhere, she's hinting that Diddy gave her HIV. Now, no, that sounds like something out of a wild rumor blog. But here's why folks are actually taking this seriously. First, Young Miami has been acting differently. She tweeted something like, "I'm not sharing my next man." And folks thought it was just her being spicy. But behind the scenes, rumor is, she had just tested positive. And that whole tweet wasn't shade. It was pain. Word on the street is that her alleged new boo, Stefan Diggs, asked her to get tested before things got serious, and that's when everything blew up. She allegedly tested positive, and instead of staying quiet, she started talking. Not just about herself. It's about Diddy and other celebs that might be involved in the same mess. And people started putting two and two together real fast. So yeah, this ain't just tabloid noise. This might be one of the biggest celebrity stories we've seen in a minute. But let's start with the tweet that had everybody scratching their heads. So out of nowhere, Young Miami drops this tweet. "I'm not sharing my next man." Now, if you were just scrolling, it probably looked like a typical sub, or just her being playful. But fans who've been keeping up with her and Diddy's messy history knew something felt off. It didn't feel like shade, it felt personal. Like this tweet came with some real heat behind it. And that's when people started whispering. Turns out, Young Miami had been spending time with Stefan Diggs, the NFL star. And allegedly, he told her, "Get tested before we get serious." Now, that's not uncommon, especially in celeb circles. But what happened next is what had everyone clutching their pearls. Word is, Young Miami got tested. And the results are positive for HIV. Now, we can't say for sure. That's a big claim, and she hasn't confirmed it outright. But the timing of that tweet and the sudden shift in her behavior, it got fans connecting dots. That "I'm not sharing my next man" tweet doesn't sound spicy anymore. Sounds like a woman who feels betrayed, someone who trusted the wrong person, and got burned. And when you consider how quiet she went afterward, it almost feels like she was gearing up for something bigger. And then she started dropping bombs about Diddy.
Once tweeted, "I'm not sharing
my next."
You knew exactly what I was going to say.
Because I was thinking about that tweet the other day. I said, I'm not. Yeah. I think that okay, finish your question. I just remember that tweet.
I was going to say, what does that mean exactly?
That mean I'm not dating someone that's just don't have it figured out. You know what I'm saying? I just want to the next situation, and I want to just know okay. Deal breaker is just a deal breaker for me is just a person that lies. I hate a liar. Yeah. I feel like we grown, we adults. Just let me know what it is, and we can figure it out. And if we can't figure it out, toodles. But don't
lie about it.
Don't lie about me.
That's fair.
Don't love on me. Don't deceive me.
That's fair. Don't love on me. Don't deceive me. Young Miami didn't keep things for long. She started pointing fingers. And the main one was aimed straight at Diddy. Now, she didn't use his name directly in the beginning, but fans knew exactly who she was talking about. She accused a powerful man who she dated, who showered her with gifts. who had her on jets and red carpets of knowingly infecting her. She said she felt used, and here's where it gets real. She hinted that she wasn't the only one, that this man had been reckless with multiple women, that he had been hiding something major. Now, people have been talking about Diddy's health for years. They noticed his weight changes, how he looked frail in certain photos, how he was in and out of the hospital, but never gave details. Some just thought it was stress or that he was dealing with private medical issues. But now, that narrative's shifting. There's even talk of a leaked prison medical record, supposedly during one of those sealed investigations into Diddy's alleged criminal activity. Someone found documents suggesting he tested HIV positive. Again, nothing has been officially confirmed. But these rumors aren't coming from thin air. And young Miami, it's not acting like someone bitter over a breakup. She's acting like someone hurt and ready to take everyone down with her. And then the internet did what it does best. And y'all, guess whose name popped up? Teezy. So there's this long-standing rumor about Eazy. It's the legendary rapper who passed away from complications related to AIDS. Fans always felt something wasn't right about how quick he went, especially back in the 90s when treatment wasn't what it is now. But his decline was unusually fast. Now, here's where things get wild. Some fans believe that Diddy and Eazy had a hidden relationship back in the day. Yeah, that kind of relationship. And some folks think that might have been how Diddy contracted HIV in the first place. The theory doesn't stop there. Kim Porter's longtime partner and the mother of 3 of his kids also passed away from sudden pneumonia. Fans are starting to connect the pattern. First Eazy, then Kim Porter. Now, rumors about young Miami, and they're all tied to one person, Diddy. And let's talk about Biggie for a second. There's this old clip of Biggie reacting to Kim's death, looking completely shattered. But Diddy, he looked unbothered. Fans noticed that too. Some even think he knew exactly what happened, and it wasn't just a random illness. But it gets even more messy because young Miami dropped a whole list of names.
I think things are better when it's private. I think people really make up shit and they like absolutely run with it. And it's like once something is out there, it's out there. Like you can have a fact. It's like, hey, I was here on Tuesday. They already made up in their mind that you was there on Monday. So it's just like, I just think things are better. I think things are better when it's private, and I'm just, you'll never know who I'm dating.
So here's where things get even more disturbing. Allegedly, young Miami didn't stop at just naming Diddy. She came forward claiming he infected over 20 people. Y'all remember Craig Mack? He blew up in the 90s with Fleva and Jer. He was one of Bad Boy's first big artists even before Biggie took over. But after the fame, he vanished, like disappeared completely from the industry. People said he joined a religious cult and left the music world behind. For years, folks just assumed Craig Mack had a mental breakdown or just didn't want the fame anymore. But now with all this coming out, people are revisiting his story with fresh eyes. Before he passed in 2018, he actually recorded a video. In it, he talked about a powerful man threatening him and said the industry was wicked. And that video didn't get much attention back then. But now that young Miami's claims are circulating, that clip is resurfacing, and fans are convinced he was talking about Diddy. Craig Mack wasn't just running from the spotlight, he might have been running from the truth. And he's not the only one. That list of 20 names is still just a rumor, but if even a few of those names are real, that means this scandal is way bigger than just one couple or one messy break. But Craig wasn't the only big name on the list. The next one is Will Smith. Allegedly, young Miami claimed that Diddy and Will Smith weren't just friends. They were involved romantically. Now, before you roll your eyes, here's why people started taking it seriously. Fans began digging through timelines. Well, Jada announced their split in 2023. But Jada later admitted they had actually been separated since 2016. That's nearly a decade of pretending to be together. Well, some folks are now saying that HIV might have been a factor in their separation. Again, this is alleged. But when Young Miami made those claims about Diddy and Will, it sent fans back through old interviews, red carpet moments, and even behind-the-scenes gossip.
You gotta be able to be pretty when a nigga like wake up, he like, oh, y'all look like this. What's up?
I'm trying to figure out why you so big and your voice so small. I don't like that.
What's big besides
You,
my Chanel purse?
your upper body.
Huh? Hold on just a second.
Huh?
After putting Diddy and Will Smith on blast, yet Miami came for someone way closer, her best friend, Saucy Santana. And it wasn't some light shade either. She accused him of being Diddy's escort. She claimed Santana not only partied with Diddy, but that he was involved in what was going on behind the scenes. He knew about Diddy's alleged HIV status and said nothing. Now, that's not just messy. That's betrayal on a whole other level. Fans were shocked. These two have been tight for years. But if Miami's telling the truth, then Santana might have been protecting Diddy while letting his best friend walk into danger. And Santana wasn't quiet either. He clapped back immediately, calling her bitter, accusing her of trying to flip the story because she was embarrassed. But that just made fans dig even more. One theory says Santana may have snitched on a Jane Doe who was trying to sue Diddy. Allegedly, Diddy promised him protection or rewards in exchange for info. And if that's true, that would mean he didn't just keep quiet. He actively helped cover it all up. And just when you think it couldn't get crazier, Jaguar Wright jumped in. Now, when Jaguar Wright speaks, people listen because she always comes with receipts. She's been calling out the industry for years. And this time, she didn't hold back at all. Jaguar said Diddy infected dozens of men, not one or two. She wasn't just making wild claims. Her exact words were, "I could name 20 right now and wouldn't get sued." That's a serious statement. She's basically saying she has proof. She's daring anyone to challenge her. She even said the industry knows. According to Jaguar, this has been an open secret for years. Executives, artists, handlers, they've all looked the other way. And the reason Diddy's money and power kept everyone silent. But Jaguar wasn't done. She pointed out something a lot of people are starting to question. All these allegations are lies. Why hasn't Diddy sued anyone? Think about it. Young Miami accused him of giving her HIV. Craig Mack's story is connected to him. Will Smith's name was thrown in. Saucy Santana got dragged. And now Jaguar is saying Diddy has a list of infected men he's been with. So what does this mean for Diddy and everyone around him? Let's break it all down. This isn't just some internet gossip. This could have real consequences. Lawsuits, criminal investigations, even jail time if there's proof that people were knowingly infected. So what happens now? Is this the moment the truth finally comes out? Will other victims step forward? Or will the machine around Diddy keep protecting him? Because at this point, it's not about fame or clout or music. It's about people's health, people's lives. Let us know what you think in the comments. Is Diddy being protected by the system? Or is this all a twisted web of lies? Either way, stay tuned. This story's nowhere near finished. See y'all in the next video.